David, I know a lot of the end of year activities include report and dashboard work. Do you have any do's and don'ts for closing out the year there?
Yeah, what an interesting year. I think all throughout the year, we've been challenged to think through reporting differently than we have before. Sort of, what were the trends pre-COVID? What are the trends since the lockdown? I have a feeling that we'll need to make adjustments end of year as well. I think there's sort of a typical behavior of let's dust off the reports that we cobbled at the end of last year. One suggestion would be to just, let's say that you're doing it within Salesforce, to copy and not modify those old ones, put them in your own separate private folder that's read only, so nobody tinkers and adjusts them, and then get to work there. I think more broadly, one of the things that we see, especially where I can see a number of you on the call, you've made acquisitions this year. We can't make assumptions that everybody is using the same terminology. And we see that in a couple different ways, whether it's defining what a customer is, what a lapsed customer is, if you have a definition of a new customer versus existing customer versus ex-customer, just being clear across the organization, and whether that's going so far as to have a glossary of terms, a glossary of reporting terms. And I've seen it so many times over the years where you realize that not everybody in the organization is using the term, whether it's a conversion or some type of a ratio, that they're just not using it consistently. So there's probably a good opportunity as we look to assess what happened during 2020 and start planning for 2021 to just make sure that we're all on the same page reporting wise. Yeah, it's probably the main thing in reporting to close out the year. I think we'll have other things to talk through in planning for the new year. And once the organization defines what that go-to-market motion is for the new year, and we start to lay out what the territory plans are, try to level out the territories, there are additional impacts on reporting.